Good morning from a beautiful day at sea on the Disney Treasure. Sydney is still sleeping, so I'm just taking a little walk around the decks while it's still quiet and peaceful out. We are en route to Castaway Cay today, so just enjoying kind of a leisurely day. We have the Royal Gathering at 10 o'clock today, and we did lose an hour of sleep because we moved back to Eastern Time from Central Time after our stints in Mexico and Grand Cayman and Jamaica. So we're back on Eastern Time. It's almost 9 o'clock, but really it's 8 o'clock because of the time change. So anyway, Royal Gathering at 10, and then we'll see where the day takes us. So can't wait to have you join us. Sydney was still sleeping when I left for my walk, so let's see where she's at now. She's got Royal Gathering in less than an hour. Well, somebody is stirring. I let her know that she has the Royal Gathering coming up soon. I'm excited about that. My favorite part of sea days, aside from the leisurely schedule, is just beautiful sailing views all day. There's something very calming about just watching a still ocean go by. Are you fake snoring during my Zen moment? Life with a 5-year-old, folks. Sydney, what do you want to do today? She's snoring, if you can't hear that. That sounds good to me. Let's sleep all day, but let's do it by the pool. All right, we're going to get up and moving, maybe grab a little bit of breakfast, and then we're going to get ready for Royal Gathering. You want sausage? You want a little bit of sausage for breakfast? All right, well, let's get going, crazy hair. We quickly changed into Moana because we are going to be meeting Moana in about 20 minutes. We're going to head up and grab quick, what do you want for breakfast? Did you say sausage?
That's all.
Just sausage. We'll see. We'll probably throw some
apple.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll probably throw some fruit in there. Quick breakfast. Might bring the apple down to go to the atrium, and then we'll go do our Royal Gathering.
Oh, I could have a blueberry pancake.
Okay, well, we'll see. Let's see what the line's like, okay? They're gonna probably stop serving breakfast before we get done with Royal Gathering, so we're gonna try to snag our breakfast food anyway.
What?
Make way, make way. I made way for you. Not always, not 100% of the time, but this little back corner is usually pretty quiet and peaceful. Sydney and I grabbed a table here. If you enter Marceline Market and then you take a left and another left, or a right and another right, takes you back to this kind of like alcove area that's a little quieter than the main section.
Little baby. Oh.
Look at these cuckoo clocks.
Oh, cuckoo clock. What is cuckoo clock?
I don't know. There must be a theme to this room back here. Cuckoo clocks must fit in with it. Oh, it says handmade toys and more. So it's something that's handmade. All right, we have arrived at the Royal Gathering. It looks like the check-in point is over here. So we'll start making our way over there. There's someone a cast member will scan our badges to make sure, or our Key to the World cards, just to make sure that we do have this reserved. She's right there, probably. And then we'll get in line and we'll be meeting a whole bunch of princesses and characters right in a row. So here we go.
The Royal Gathering is free. It's something that you sign up for in your Navigator app 30 days before sailing, right at midnight Eastern Time. And it gives you an opportunity to meet 4 or even sometimes 5 princesses, but you're only waiting in one line. So it's a really good deal, and we try to do it every cruise.
Yeah, once in a while in the line for the royal gathering, while you're waiting, you might get surprise visits from other characters wandering around. What's Donald doing down here? Sydney, what's Donald doing?
I can't laugh like Donald.
It's a bold payment.
Morning. Thank you. Totally good. Go up and see Val. Okay, we made it back to the room. Miss Sydney, what did you think of the royal gathering? She got to meet 5 princesses, and we were discussing, I think on other sailings, we've only had 4 princesses for royal gathering. So maybe even 3 on like the Magic and the Wonder. Maybe it depends on the size of ship and size of the grand hall / atrium. But very good time, very good use of our time today. It took about 30 minutes in total. So we got there a little bit after 9:45 and we're back up in the room and it's 10:20. So very good start to the morning. Now we're going to discuss our plans for the rest of the afternoon.
So at this point, we just sat down with our Navigator app and started scrolling through it. We already had some things hearted from previous days. One great thing about the app is you can tap on an event and it'll give you a little bit more information on what's going to happen, where it's located, things of that nature. So that's always really helpful. So after a couple minutes of just kind of scrolling and putting some more hearts in, we had a pretty good game plan for the afternoon. Jeo decided that he was going to go do bingo, which is one of his favorite activities / guilty pleasures on Disney Cruise.
Captain Hook. Hello, Captain Hook.
Bingo is kind of the closest thing that Disney Cruise Line has to casino type activities, which we love. All the things that, maybe others might feel like are missing from a Disney cruise ship, we actually love those attributes, and that's part of why we choose Disney Cruise Line. But bingo is a fun, it's family friendly. You can see the children in Sarabi for the event. It's just really cool the way it's very upbeat, the way that the entertainment crew kind of host the event. It's very lively and fun. So sometimes Sydney and I join him. We didn't today, but sometimes we do like to join him and make it a family event.
Okay, someone decided they want to go to the kids club, so we're on our way to the kids club. I haven't seen people playing the I don't know if it's called Uncharted Adventure on this ship, but the Wish has like a video game that's in your app that's interactive and takes you around the ship, and it's called Uncharted Adventure. So we'll have to check that out, see if maybe that's on the Treasure. I had heard that it wasn't ready yet. So, but maybe it's ready on this sailing, which would be pretty exciting. So Sydney, of course, knows her way to the kids club, so she's well ahead of me up there.
Good, have the best time ever.
I'll meet you down there, okay? Love you. Okay, kids club drop-off successful. Geo is still at bingo. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go check out Cove and see if the adults area is super packed. If it is, I might go meet Geo at bingo. If it's not, I'll probably hang out there. Based on the weather on the top deck and the level of water on the ground, I'm gonna guess it actually rained recently. And I see that the wait time on the Aqua Mouse is only 10 minutes, which is like unheard of on a sea day. So I'm guessing maybe it was raining and they closed it down and maybe just reopened it. So it looks like I might have just missed a short bout of kind of bad weather. So hopefully that'll work in my favor and maybe things will be cleared out at the adult pool. Made it up to the Cove. The adult area is definitely not very busy right now, but it's also kind of cold and windy if I'm being honest. So beautiful view. I have to kind of decide, do I want to stick here and just enjoy the view, maybe try to find some covered seating and do some reading, or go hang out with my hubby who's losing a bunch of money at bingo. So decisions. While I'm up here, you guys know where I'm going. I'm gonna get my little coffee fix here at Cove Cafe. Ooh, and it's busy in here. Here's where all the adults are. Yeah. Okay. Coffee acquired, back into the wind. Whew.
Okay, thank you. I'll remember.
Per my weather app, it looked like the clouds were going to clear and we were going to get some good sunshine, so I decided to hang out and wait it out by the pool.
It is G58! We're not going to be on the balcony! What? I didn't even see it up there. Jason, thank you so much for looking out for that.
Oh yeah.
But all right, G58, is it there in the picture frame?
It is indeed.
Let's get that number.
143636.
143636. Let's see if it's good. That is one. Good play, my bingo. I hope none of you booed the small child up there.
As Geo was leaving bingo, one of our favorite events on Disney Cruise was actually happening, which is Jack's Diaper Dash. This is where they take babies who are of crawling age and they literally race them on a track that they put down in the atrium. It's quite the spectacle.
Their preliminary heat. Alrighty, we have our coaches at the ready. Babies at the ready. Disney Treasure, I need your help loud and proud. 3, 2, 1, race those babies!
Meanwhile, where I am, still over in the Quiet Cove area, was quite a bit more serene.
There's a banana boat.
After bingo wrapped and, of course, catching the end of Jack's Diaper Dash, Geo was able to join me in the adult section just as it was kind of warming up. So I decided to take a dip in the infinity pool and just have some time to relax. While the adult section on the Wish class ships, like the Wish and the Treasure, does feel smaller, like a less overstated part of the ship versus on maybe the Magic or Wonder in particular, where the adult section is huge compared to the rest of the ship. I love the infinity pool. I love the aft view of just watching the waves go by as we make our way to Castaway Cay. This is just one of my favorite spots to sit and think and clear my mind and just relax while my daughter's enjoying the kids club.
kind of hear the horns over here. This is the noon sea day horn display. Wonder if they'll do another one. That was only 2. Oh, sounds like we just get 2 today. Well, those were 2 nice horns. It was a Haunted Mansion one and then When You Wish Upon a Star. So I will happily take that. We're just enjoying a very relaxing afternoon over at the adults area while Sydney is in the kids club. All right, it's actually quite amazing how it's so much less windy, just a few feet under the covering over here, which is really nice. Geo and I have decided there's a Haunted Mansion trivia. He's doing a little reading, working. There's a Haunted Mansion trivia in about half an hour in Sarabi, so we're gonna wrap up our time here and say goodbye to the adult area. This is probably the last time we'll be here for the duration of the cruise since tomorrow's Castaway Day, so we're gonna say goodbye and we're gonna head down and test my knowledge at Haunted Mansion trivia. Haunted Mansion is my favorite attraction in Disney World, so we'll see what I know. Very relaxing. So how much did you win at bingo?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't win anything. Actually, one time you did win, didn't you?
I won once.
Or was that your mom?
No, my mom did win once. The very first time.
Yeah. Her very first time playing bingo, she's only been on one cruise with us, and she won her very first time playing bingo. So that was funny.
She was very religious, and she was just like, Mijo, son, this is very bad. And she won $100, and she was like all in.
She won. She was all against the gambling aspect of bingo. And then after she won the $100, she was like, yeah, this game is not bad. Okay, got super windy out here, so we are gonna head back inside. Maybe grab a sweater because I'm usually cold in Sarabi. And then we're gonna head down to Sarabi for the trivia. On our way to Haunted Mansion trivia, stopping off for an important piece of good luck. Deck 5 forward, very pretty arc here. Okay, he was just in Sarabi for bingo, so he is leading the way. He said this was the fast way. Indeed, it was pretty fast. We avoided going through the Grand Hall, which also meant that we avoided the character dance party. There was a character dance party happening, which could have been kind of cute to observe, but speed was of the utmost importance here. We don't want to miss the beginning of trivia. We should have gone down one more deck because you get your trivia equipment down on deck 4. We're on deck 5. But Sarabi's 2 levels, so maybe we'll come back up here. There weren't a lot of people sitting up here, so that could be nice and peaceful. This one, look at that. Deck 4 forward. Oof, that's a good one. It's because we're over by the theaters, I think. Okay, we made it. Haunted Mansion trivia. So you grab your trivia card up there in front, and then you grab a seat and you hang out here and you wait.
Oh, we having a good day so far? Yeah!
Woohoo!
We've been really busy so far? Yeah! Good.
yeah.
Who knows, but also that's fine. Okay, we are here for Haunted Mansion trivia. Who is excited?
Woo!
Yeah, everyone has a piece of paper and a pencil.
Check.
Okay, everyone up the top, do you have a piece of paper and a pencil? Which land does not have a haunted mansion in any Disney park?
I guessed.
Now I'm helping you out and I'm giving you a multiple choice. Yeah.
How many changing portraits do you walk past in the queue of Disneyland's Haunted
That's my
Mansion?
motto in life.
These are hard.
Alright, she head on to A, Phantom Manor.
Okay, finally one I know.
Ghostly Manor. Is it C, Mystic Manor?
We've been to this
or is
one.
it D, Monkey
The
Manor?
Phantom Manor in Disneyland Paris. Yes.
Squeal Wheel. Is it C, a mansion?
Do you think it's a
or is it
squeal
D,
wheel that takes you
I mean, I love the names of all of these.
That's
Squeal
very
wheel
scary.
is super scary.
It's your license plate.
I feel like it's A or C and I can't remember. You think so?
It's A.
Okay. I guessed the opposite of that.
Now we have got to the end of our questions. Now, do we feel confident? Oh, okay. We've changed our tune from the start of the trivia.
5. The answer was 5 and I guessed 8. So far we're 50-50. You guilty party.
Well, we got that line, right?
I got that one right, but then I was persuaded to change it. Don't ever do that.
Take responsibility.
Take responsibility. That's right. I got 16 out of 20.
Have we got 1 or more answers correct? Alright, have we got 5 or more answers correct? 17 or more?
Oh,
18 or more?
oh my goodness.
19 or
Okay,
more?
so you don't have to feel bad. I wouldn't have won anyway.
20?
No way.
Okay, right, up here, do we have any 20s?
They gotta do a tiebreaker.
How many? I know, but this isn't the answer. Now, I'm
This is the
gonna give you a
second
set
tiebreaker.
bonus question.
This is a
Okay,
knowledgeable
are you ready?
group.
It's gonna be a Disney question, is that okay? Yes, okay. Give me 2 seconds. My ear, okay? In which year was the National Treasure released? You don't have help. You don't have help. You don't have help. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes, okay? So, bonus round.
We finally have a winner! And he's wearing a Haunted Mansion shirt, so let's be honest, he deserves it. He's hardcore. That was a very, very dramatic trivia with not 1 but 2 tiebreakers here in Sarabi. So super fun. That took about 45 minutes actually. So, but now we're gonna go grab Sydney from the kids club and then we're gonna head up to Top Deck to grab some food. We're gonna go eat at Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue because we've only eaten there. They've eaten there, Geo and Sydney have eaten there a couple times, but I only ate there embarkation day and I'm feeling like those ribs sound good right now. Let's go do it. Oh wow, so this is on deck 2 forward in the stairwell. This must be concept art for Aladdin. That's beautiful. I don't think I've seen that one yet. We're kind of taking we're going underground because things are crazy up on deck 3. I'm gonna take the quiet route. I know, I was gonna say down here it looks like we're moving faster than upstairs, doesn't it? Because of our angle or how close we are to the ground or to the surface of the water. I love watching. I absolutely love this though. There's a bird flying out there. He's trying to keep pace with us. See this guy? He's just totally chasing us. That's weird. Maybe he's fishing. I don't know. I shouldn't judge his motives. What?
I found my friend.
You did! Yay!
But not the new friend, the old friend.
Oh my
Her name is Leela. I was right.
Her name is Leela. Oh, that's so exciting. All right, came up to Donald's Cantina, grabbed a little bit of tacos. Papi's getting his barbecue and we're enjoying the music of Encanto. It's hard not to dance to it. Some sea views and a delicious lunch. Probably next up is nap time. We've all had a very fun and active morning. I'm just returning to the table from the barbecue, Mickey Smokestack Barbecue. There was no line. There was a huge line at Donald's Cantina for tacos, but this is more brisket. They've got some kale, coleslaw, pickles. They have like a chicken stuffed with jalapeno cornbread that looked good, and then I grabbed a couple of sauces. So delicious lunch. We're looking forward to indulging. tasty. Very good. Okay, 2 quick observations about eating on deck 11 on a sea day. First of all, your child will be very distracted by whatever movie's playing on the funnel vision. So your child may or may not finish their lunch because there's so much activity going on. Second thing is there's a lot of people who find it acceptable to just use their spray sunscreen while other people are eating like 5 feet away. And there is a copious amount of spray sunscreen just wafting in the air. So just a couple of things to keep in mind if you decide to have a nice deck 11 lunch on a sea day in particular when like everybody's on the ship. Well, Sydney and I noticed that the Aquamouse wait was only 20 minutes, and I find that once in a while they'll kind of overshoot that a little bit. So she's desperate to watch this show. So Sydney and I really quickly hopped up and did the Aquamouse. I'm gonna get a review from her here shortly, but I could tell you just based on the level of screams and squeals that it was quite a roaring success. That was her wristband for the Aquamouse because she is over 42 inches. Sydney, what did you think of the Aquamouse?
Groovy.
Did you have fun?
Groovy, she said.
Groovy, she said. Okay. What was your favorite part about it? Oh no. Thank you, puppy. There is honestly not a lot better than coming into a room where the bed has been made and things have been tidied and you didn't have to do it. What? What?
Taking this off.
Yes, you are. Yes, I'll turn the camera off while you get changed. All right, so Sydney is actually going to do, since she was on the Aquamouse and out and about, she's actually going to do a little quick shower, very brief shower before her nap time. And then she's going to take a nap. Geo and I will kind of switch out. We're hoping maybe she'll take a 90-minute nap today. We'll see what happens, but we're going to each swap out being in the room for 30 minutes to 45 minutes each while the other goes out and does fun things. So that's our game plan for the next hour and a half. And then we have an action-packed evening. There's a couple of activities in the kids club that'll be fun. So we're hoping to get Sydney over there for that. And then we have dinner at Worlds of Marvel and Beauty and the Beast tonight. So we have a packed agenda the rest of today. So, but it's been an awesome sea day so far, so we're excited for the second half of it. Just doing a little walk around the ship, see what's going on during Sydney's nap. We've got some cornhole, some basketball. We got the ping pong tables up. I think I mentioned when we were here for the Incredicourse course, but there's a drinking station and a water bottle refill station over here, which is nice. So, lots of good activity going on here in the Hero Zone on this beautiful sea day. We are not particularly into the pin trading, but if you are into the pin trading, fear not, you will have lots of opportunities to do that on board. So this looks like a little pin trading is going on at Mickey's main sale right now. Lots of avid pin fans. So there are also obviously, pins available in there for purchase, so on and so forth. So kind of a fun activity if you're into that. One tip that I would give is to check your photos throughout your sailing. Don't just save all of that for the last day, especially on a 7-night cruise, because going through potentially hundreds of photos to kind of favorite the ones that you want to buy, unless you did the photo package, which we've done that for certain cruises and it was totally worth it. For the cruises where we were doing that, we wanted to do a lot of character meets and that kind of thing. But for this one we didn't. We'll probably just do like a smaller a la carte or like a package of 10. So it becomes very hard that last day to go through and just try to pick your 10. So every day or two we'll come over and tap in and view our photos and kind of pick our favorite 1 or 2 from that day. And that way on the last day we just have to check out, purchase them, download them, and then we're done. So just a little tip. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to check our photos from the past couple of days.
One mistake you don't want to make is to assume that photos on Disney Cruise Line work the same as they do with Memory Maker in the park. As of this recording, you cannot go back and purchase and download photos after you get off the ship. So you have to make the decision to purchase your photos while you're still on the ship and connected to the ship's Wi-Fi. So just be sure to put that on your to-do list, at least for Disembarkation Day, to go in and purchase your photos. I think now they've changed it so you can download them later and you still have access to them after the cruise, but you have to make the decision to purchase on the cruise.
All right, I just went through and hearted my photos. I've got 37, so we have a few to narrow down. These are the packages, so usually we go with either the 10 or the 20, but we'll see. Some of these are going to be pretty hard to give up, so they may get me for the full photo package, but we'll see. We got a couple days still to think about it.
After taking a look at my photos, I stumbled on this cool game show type activity that was happening in the Grand Hall.
Who's behind the curtain? That's right, folks. Hidden behind that curtain is a Disney celebrity waiting to be revealed. Can you guess who it might be? Oh, you can feel the suspense in the air.
Disney treasure, if you're here for Who's Behind the Curtain, make some noise! Who's Behind the Curtain is essentially a game of 20 questions, but cut in half, 10 questions, 10 yes or no questions, to determine what Disney celebrity is behind that very curtain. Hey Daisy! Welcome in front of this curtain!
I was able to catch a little bit of the ending of Who's Behind the Curtain, and then it was my turn to grab a little bit of tea and head up to the room to hang out while Sydney continued her nap.
All right, Sydney's up from her nap. We noticed there is an event called Story Time with Belle happening in the Oceaneers Club. So we are en route to that. She's very excited. I guess they get to help Belle write a story, a new book for her library. So off we go for that. To deck 3. Okay, have fun, big girl. I love you. Thank you. Just like that. Thank you. All right, Sydney made it to the kids club for the story time thing with Belle. Can't wait to hear about it. I'm actually just gonna soak in this Grand Hall for one more second because I just realized this is probably the last moment I'll have to do this. Castaway Day is always crazy and something's happening. Okay, well, that got interrupted by another cool thing. So it looks like some folks were playing the Uncharted Adventure game or the onboard game that's in your app. And I guess the culmination of that game is that you get to go over and rub the genie's lamp. And it does this cool show in the atrium, even with, it includes the chandelier and everything. So that is super cool. So that might have to go on our list for next time. Because we did not engage that game today. It's kind of we did it on the Wish and it takes a little bit of time to do it. So anyway, that was super cool to catch that. So if you're on board the Treasure and you want to do the interactive game, it seems like there's a very cool, that sort of culminates in a really cool way. So anyway, back up to the room. I'm going to get ready for dinner. And then we've got dinner tonight at Worlds of Marvel. So that will just about put a cap on our evening. We've got Worlds of Marvel and then Beauty and the Beast show. And I want to grab a drink in the Haunted Mansion parlor. There's a drink I've had my eye on. So we'll do that, but that is pretty much the agenda for the night. Geo and I are just getting ready for dinner, and we are just doing some due diligence because we have dinner in Worlds of Marvel today. So, you know, doing our homework, just reviewing things. We're responsible adults like that.
Okay, so Ragnarok.
Okay, all ready for dinner. I'm always bringing this sweater around because I get cold all over the ship on the inside, and the restaurants in particular, I tend to get cold. So all ready to go. Geo's picking Sydney up from the kids club, and I'm gonna go down and find them at the restaurant. So here we go. All right, we've got dinner at Worlds of Marvel tonight. So this is the restaurant with the screens. All the Disney ships have one restaurant that is kind of screen based. So this is it, and there's a storyline leveraging a whole mess of the Marvel characters. So this particular one, this is the second night we were supposed to be in Marvel.
So this is actually a show we haven't seen. The first night is the same as the one show that's on the Wish, but the second night is new to the Treasure and a new show. So excited to check it out. So we've got our same device as on the Wish in the center of our table here to help us interact with the story, presumably. Very similar vibe to the one on the Wish too.
In front of group. I can't believe that's who you picked out of all of us. I saved the galaxy 3 times, and I don't see no pictures of me. No one cares that I'm your hero. They don't even know me. Come on, Groot. Gotta get the ship upgrades ready before Star Wars flies in.
So it's trivia, and you can input your selection on your little quantum core thing here. Oh. My. Are you acting like that's mine?
Oh, 2 drinks.
She's acting like it's mine. That is Deadpool for sure. We get it? Yeah.
I'm just getting that one way.
Okay, I got the buffalo mozzarella. Geo opted out of appetizer. And Sydney has already broken into her penne check meal, so far so good. How are your first sips of my cocktail?
Not my favorite.
Not your favorite? Okay.
It's very strong.
Okay. He normally likes coffee liquor type of drinks, but maybe that's a little too heavy on the liquor, not heavy enough on like the coffee and chocolate.
Yes.
Gotcha. This is actually quite good. It could use some balsamic, so I might ask if they have that. But I mean, this is actually quite good as buffalo mozzarella goes in a main dining room. So no complaints so far. Sydney, how's your food? A wink means it's good. So far I would say I actually do enjoy this show more than the first one and the one on the Wish, because it's a little bit more interactive and it's worked better for Sydney too. It's like trivia. It's not a show that kind of keeps popping up and getting in the middle of your meal every 4 minutes or whatever. So I don't know, it's just felt like a more smooth experience than the first show, which is also the show on the Wish in Marvel. So okay, my dill shrimp is here. I think I'm the only one that got a salad, so dill shrimp it is. All right, so my shrimp was not bad. I think one of the things about if you do palo like too early in your cruise experience, then it sort of like makes the rest of the food not seem as good, I feel like. Because this was not bad. It was not bad. But, you know, it didn't pop. And I'm guessing that none of the food today will pop because of how good palo was last night. So it is what it is. Palo on day 5 is just about perfect. All right, my salmon with noodles and bok choy came. And Geo, what did you get?
I don't remember.
I think he got the noodles. He got the vegetarian noodles. So.
Very vegetarian.
It is very vegetarian looking. I'm not sure if he expected that. That's funny. I might be sharing. We'll see. Okay, first few bites in. This is actually quite good. The salmon is very well prepared. The sauce is good. It's like a teriyaki type of sauce. And it's on the noodles as well. And the bok choy is very good. They gave me a lime to squeeze on there. So definitely, I'm enjoying this more than the shrimp for sure. But this is quite good. So well done. Hey, dessert has officially come. Sydney opted for strawberry ice cream. How is it? Is it good ice cream? Oh, it's so good. And Poppy and I both got the same thing. We got the chocolate decadence. Okay, all in all, really great dinner. That was very good. On the Wish Marvel hasn't been my favorite, so that was actually lovely, and I would go back there. Okay, so next up, Sydney has to choose if she's going to go to the kids club or if she's going to wait in line with us for Beauty and the Beast. So we'll see if she makes the right choice. I don't know. Got a little distracted by another gorgeous sunset at sea.
Follow me.
Okay, here I come.
Follow me and Papi.
All right, I'll follow you. Okay, here I come. I made a quick pit stop at the Hey Hey Cafe for a decaf cappuccino to keep me occupied while we wait in line for Beauty and the Beast. And Geo is taking Sydney down to the kids club, so got our next 45 minutes or so cut out for us here. Aww, here he is, laughing Mickey. He's too cute.
Meanwhile, Geo and Sydney took the long way to the kids club and decided to goof around in the empty Neverland cinema.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to perform Beauty and the Beast.
Lots of activity as per usual in the Grand Hall. Even a line to get into the kids club, which is crazy. So always a little bit chaotic. It's like 7:45, so it's kind of that perfect storm where nobody's really in dinner, nobody's in a show, everyone's out. Oh, there's Mickey. He's looking fancy up there too. And Minnie's in her formal wear. I wonder if tonight was probably formal night or semi-formal night. We didn't really pay attention to that on this cruise, but I bet that was the case. I've seen a lot of people dressed up, so. All right, now I am off to wait in line for our seats for Beauty and the Beast. So I'm gonna head towards the Walt Disney Theater.
For the marquee shows, I usually grab a drink of some kind, and we usually get in line around 45 minutes before showtime. And that tends to be the sweet spot for us in terms of getting seats that are pretty decent. And it's truly not a bad wait. They usually open the doors about half an hour before the show starts. So we wait in line for 15-20 minutes outside and then head in and grab our seats.
So again, no recording in the show, so this is the last you'll see of us, but we'll do a little review afterwards. We've seen this one on other ships and really, really enjoyed it. So really looking forward.
It's going to be the same, just not on the
Right, yes. So we'll see if the rendition on the treasure is any different than the other ones that we've seen. So overall, did you like?
I love Chip.
You loved Chip?
Yeah, like when he was a puppet.
Yes, that was such a good show. Very good show. Poppy, did you like it? Poppy, did you like the show?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, we have a beast right there.
Oh yes, there is a little beast over there.
Yeah.
Everybody came in costumes, which was very fun. All right, we're headed out of here shortly, but fabulous, fabulous show. Doing a little post-movie pit stop to get a little bit of tea. And who got distracted already by the funnel vision? But my beautiful offspring, Muppet.
That's not it. That's not one or two.
Oh my goodness, look at our towel animal. Oh, and he's holding our tip sheets. This is a sad night. Oh. Okay, so what the tip sheets indicate is that your cruise is getting ready
to wind down. So what they're going to do is they're going to give you a piece of paper that has a list of everyone who's been on your service team, your stateroom host, your dining team, and then there's a little envelope. You can put a little tip in there for them, both the prepaid gratuities, and then we always add a little bit of extra just in cash. So we deliver these on the last day, which is tomorrow. So we'll get busy filling these out and stuffing these envelopes for our amazing service team that really makes the cruise what it is. Oh, and speaking of cruise norms, absolutely never feel bad about grabbing half a pizza at 10 p.m. after a full dinner, a full lunch, and a full breakfast. You live your best life, no matter what anybody says, especially your wife. In all the excitement of that evening, I forgot to record a wrap the day bit, but hopefully this gives you a good idea. Sometimes I see people or hear people ask questions about what is there to do on a sea day? What will I do on a sea day? Is there enough to do on the ship? So hopefully just tagging around with us today kind of gave you a sense of like the types of things you can do, both planned and unplanned things you can stumble upon around the ship. So we had an awesome day, very fun sea day, and we hit the sack right away because next morning is Castaway, and we kind of want to get up and at 'em quickly and get to the island quickly because we love Castaway Cay and want to spend as much time there as we can. So hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, like, subscribe. Would love to have you follow our adventures, and we'll see you in the morning at Castaway Cay.